Thank you for tuning into The Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Ariel Morocco. Peter is the director of the 12th Division of the ACIO, Advanced or Alien Contact Intelligence Organization. Jessica is a galactic liaison and the interdimensional seer. Together they will discuss the most current updates from the ACIO, Council of Five, and other extraterrestrial sources regarding many influences on our planet today. Our new format allows you to ask questions and hear the answers from the previous show. Post your question in the comment section below the YouTube video. Disclosures, insider intel that keeps you updated with planetary changes.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today on Disclosures. We are going to talk, we're going to focus our topic on the Shaw House and some more information that's coming through, and we may have some other topics as well, but thank you for joining us today, and I am here with Peter the Insider. Hello, Peter.
I want to say hello to you and to all of our audience.
Okay, so Peter, do you want to start off by sharing some of the information that you have regarding the Shaw House?
Okay. We need to say... we need to start maybe how the heck is possible that one, and it's like group, or I don't know how can I call it, not group or not corporation, but like private family-owned club. What do you think? Will it be okay to name this stuff like that? Just say me, because
I don't see there's a problem with private corporations or even monarchies or large groups. A lot of times they're family oriented.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, you know, it's like we need to be specific about that, because this is like, what in the world? This is next level agenda. This is like, what? No. So they were founded, and that's kind of like, what in the world? They were founded practically since the whole England was, how can I say it, settled up. So it was like 11th. What in the world? Yeah, it was like that. And they gained power within time, because they, in quotes, have in advance all kind of, how can I say it, they collected little dirty secrets, if you know what I mean, of all of kind of families, I mean royal families, in or within UK history. So, you know, they've got plenty of very valuable stuff. They can blackmail the royal families to blackmail with. Do you know what I mean? It's like that.
So when you say that, all right, the royal family, are they directly a part of Wetton, the Wetton Group? Are they that's one and the same, or is it kind of two separate groups that work together?
Yeah, of course you are right. Let's say that way that Wetton Group, not all of royal family members are members of Wetton Group, and vice versa. That means like not of. Okay, that's very good. Yeah, and not of all, and not all of Wetton Group are the the members of British royal family only. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same stuff. But what mattered the most, as we can see in this screen, that the Wetton Group is like a group of elite people. They are in charge, if we want to call it that way. What do you think? Is this clarification good enough or not?
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much, it says, well, they were originally German, right? The House of Wetton, a dynasty of German counts, dukes, prince electors, and kings, once ruled territories in the present German states of Saxony, Saxony-Anhalt, and Thuringia. And then the dynasty was one of the oldest in Europe. Its origins can be traced back to the town of Wetton, Saxony-Anhalt. The Wettons gradually rose to power within the Holy Roman Empire, so they're also connected to the Vatican then, it sounds like. And the members of the family became the rulers in several medieval states, starting in the Saxon Eastern during the March of 1030. Other states they gained were Meissen in 1089, Thuringia 1263, Saxony 1423. This covers a large part of central Germany. So, I mean, it looks like they're pretty much, and also they played a part in Polish history, the Protestant Reformation, which is interesting because they're involved with Roman Catholic and the Protestants, and the Saxe, Coburg, and Gotha. So they ascended the thrones of the United Kingdom, Portugal, Bulgaria, Poland, Saxony, and Belgium.
Yes, this is it. I pretty much talked about that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We can say yes. Wetton Group includes a lot of elite groups or monarchies or whatever in Europe, but in the same place. But it's okay. But not all of. Okay. So you are.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up some other links.
Okay.
Wetton executive team.
I'm just saying that in this one link or one card or whatever, we was clearly able to see that Wetton Group is, it's covering the very large group of pretty much, I don't want to say very large, but most states, they are monarchies till nowadays in Europe. But once we are talking specifically about the monarchy, about UK monarchy or empire, not all of members of royal family, sorry, queen family, of royal family are there is was okay are members on of Wetton Group, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a large organization, and there's you know, I mean, we're not really going to be focused on this, but they're very powerful, and they you know, have had a role. This is a quote from Somerset Belanoff, the Countess of Banbury and Arran. She says, "I pull the strings in the elite dance." So and she's involved with Glamis calling, right? So, but this is now you were talking about Heather Shaw, and you say Heather Shaw is she over Somerset Belanoff and Glamis calling and all of this
Yeah,
group?
yeah. That's the stuff that once she's trapped, because we need to realize that it is not Heather Shaw or so. It's what is Erishkagil or what?
Ereshkigal.
Yeah, and try to guess what happened. We during the process, because it will be boring. Life without the trouble? Nah, it will be boring life. So during the process, somehow we found out that Heather has a twin called Julia.
And that conversation started with the interview with James, where we realized that I think he saw James said that he interacted with Preston Nichols, and there was a woman there, and I said her name was Julia, and then we started to, and then she attacked you, Peter.
Yeah,
while we were talking about her.
That was crazy. Oh man.
And she just attacked you again before we were ready to start the show, so you can see that it's a little bit, you know, we're trying to get some footing here and ground ourselves while we're talking, because it got really weird about the
and then I and the so, and then okay, once I can speak again, it was like a needle, but technically first, once it wasn't a needle first, right? It was like a candy or so, like caramel candy, and I can put it out of my mouth. It was like 2 or maybe 2.5 feet long and very tiny and extremely sweet. Like, no, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that sweet? Nah. I don't
so
know
this is why this is happening, is because of some of the occult connections, you know, with the Wetton Group and Glamis calling and some of this, you know, Heather Shaw. They're all involved in the deeper black arts. And she said, "If I met your devil, sir, and frankly I'm not impressed. Lucifer is a third-rate demonic entity who relies on the biblical fame in attempt to hold on to power. The pathetic fool once offered to give me the world on a silver platter in return for my immortal soul, and I told him I already have the world." She said, "I already have the world. I have the silver platter, and I have no need of his silly trinkets. I told him if he annoyed us any further, I would take his eyes out," and he left. And I was 13 years old. And that was a quote from Somerset Belanoff, and these are the individuals that we're dealing with, and why Peter is getting attacked while we're talking. This is
that was right? that was crazy. Like
Yeah,
man.
it's bad, and I don't know if they're trying to inject you or trying to get you to be quiet or what, but this.
Yeah, it was like I wasn't able to speak or so, and I wasn't able to see and to hear. It was like once I can't hear you properly, and seeing was, I mean, my sight was like fuzzy or blurry or so. Like, jeez, that's not okay.
No, I mean definitely, and this is the whole thing is trying to create this overlay or so that we don't talk about certain things, and people are worried that we're going to get in trouble talking about certain things. Well, you can get in trouble talking about things on an astral level too, and just a side note, this is people
Okay,
talking
so
about.
so so say me that are they, I mean the show house, getting or gaining the power, this kind of power, I mean this level, this that much, right? Via, how can I say it, like occultic occultic stuff or whatever, because this is crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, this, I mean, they talk about Aleister Crowley
Oh
and
no,
right here.
no. Do you know who he was? One fool man. No,
So, I mean, and he was a
actually, I've got a vision. Actually, I've got a vision. I don't know. How long I was out, pretty much during this, in quotes, my outage or so. But I've got a vision that she was mad, and I mean really mad. I mean, Julia was mad, and I don't want to say exact time and where it was the play. Uh, 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 um, um, the, sorry, the time where it was, and when it was, and the place where it was, but she was mad, and all the hovering, like hovering. Do you know what I mean? Like what? And the crazy heavy stuff.
this was after that you identified her, and then she started to do some
and,
paranormal stuff around you.
and crazy uh, heavy stuff were hovering.
Oh, you mean, yeah,
No,
lifting things that were very heavy, and
no,
they
no. I
were,
mean, yes, but it was not in our context of existence. It was in desert, and I was like, "What in the hell is that?" Like tanks and heavy cargo planes. Everything was, but not in the. Uh, uh, the stuff is that okay. Yes, like airplane, fine. It's not a big deal. It should fly. No, do you know what I'm talking about? Like airplane, there was originally landed, and it's like, what? It is hovering. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that, like uh, kinesis or something like that. And then those attack drones. What in the world? I don't like attack drones. Do you know what I mean? Nah. And technically, I don't know how long it was. I mean, in your time.
hmm. So, did you recognize where the desert was? Was it like in the U.S. or some other country?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was in the US, Midwest, but I don't want, because I cannot say the exact place. But yes, it was in US.
Yeah, maybe not Midwest, but you mean West. Yeah, there's no
But
desert in the Midwest of the U.S.
Oh, yeah, so technically like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I think they call it Southwest, if that's. But anyhow, all right. So
Southwest, sorry, that's my stuff. My problem. Yeah, Southwest, yeah. So it was like, what in the world? Because even the, how can I say it, the orientation of the world was not so accurate. Everything was kind of shifted or so. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, is that going on still now? Does that continue to be a problem?
I don't know. I'm just saying she's not okay. She's like, how can I say it? Another version. Julia is another version. Heather, another version of Heather or whatever.
Yeah, she acted like Heather the way she attacked you.
Yeah.
It seems similar, the way that she came at you, and like you said, maybe she's like a twin or something. But it's interesting.
I mean, they look absolutely the same. So absolutely.
I was looking at something earlier, and I think it was. Hold on a sec. So I was looking at this recently.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can open up his. So his first name is Julius, but similar. Yeah. And he was working in the desert.
That's true.
The Trinity test area. And so these entities can move through male or female.
Oh no.
So you don't really know what you're dealing with. And I started looking at this and I was like, this is really crazy. So I looked at his wife, who is named Kate. Let's see with his spouse right here. Also named Kitty, like you said, you were bringing up the cats showing up, and she goes by the name of Kitty as well. And here she said that she claimed that her father was a prince and that her mother was related to Queen Victoria. And they said this was untrue. However, her mother was a cousin of Wilhelm Keitel, and later became a field marshal. However, I do think that whoever was in her, the astral being that might have been in her, might have been connected to this Heather Shaw thing and all of that. What do you think, Peter?
That makes complete sense. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, because when we have, and then we have Oppenheimer, and then you're in the desert and things are, levitating. But we know that, the quantum field is messed up over there now because of all of their experimentations.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. It's Midwest. Yeah. Or Mid-South, how do you say it right now?
Southwest.
Southwest, yeah. Southwest, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not from this part of from this country, yeah, you don't understand how it's all kind of split up and how it's defined. But he said
and then happened something what I don't want to talk about, but I rather escaped because she wants to have babies with me. Not okay.
Right, the whole breeding program.
I don't know why no, I don't. I don't think it is okay.
No. So now you have the two of them.
Okay, that's so perfect.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it's somehow related to this. No, and I thought he was related to the NAZI, but technically he is, where is he originally from? Childhood. He's Jewish, but he grew up in Germany, but he's Ashkenazi. I always thought he was you know, an ACI, but he wasn't. So is this is there like another branch of, you know, space program or something? Like, how did he get involved in all this?
Exactly. And this is like, what in the world? I don't want to be in the middle, in the center of
all of the is this connected to what they call Solar Warden?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't want to be part of, you know what.
No, the question is why are they trying to pull you in, or they want your genetics for something?
Yeah, they want, but I don't know what the heck. Jeez, it's not okay.
And what all right, so why don't you continue your story? Do you have more to tell us about what happened there?
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah. So the stuff is that MI5 and MI6, what is technically like from espionage and contra-espionage, you know, in Britain, in okay.
Yeah, just to make it easier for you, I'm just bringing up links.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying. And they are no longer in charge. They are, let's say, officially, oh, it's okay, everything is fine. Do you know what I mean? Like that. But now they've got, in quotes, SIRS, what means either signal or Special Intelligence Resource Service. Yeah, and it was revealed in recently revealed game DedSec, Watchdogs Legion.
Resource service.
Yeah. And when there is like the main villains, of course they are not villains, but they framed from the official services. The official services blamed them as the main villains. Yeah, it is like that.
So this is the Watchdog Legion that you're talking about.
Yeah. They blame them for all of kind of bad stuff, what possibly can be, and that's not okay. Of course, it's nonsense. And then there is Albion, what is some sort of next level of police. So it's like, how can I say it, like a SWAT for people they are in I mean for US citizens or people they know how it is working in US, like some sort of SWAT. But let's take it that way, that SWAT will be either secret or, how can I say it, have their own special themes. Like themes, do you know what I mean? Like squads or so, something like that. And all of those things are really in the first place. And those organizations. And what is the main part of, or key part of the problem, show house is, and it is not like that, involved with them. The organization, the show house, I mean, not organization, my bad. The club is leading them.
This is Albion right here.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
And there's an interesting. It's almost like a star, but it's not a star. Like it's missing the bottom. It's flat there.
Yeah, Nigel Cass is a really bad guy. This is him, Nigel Cass.
So this is London's facing its downfall courtesy of state surveillance, privacy, military, organized crime. Recruit a well-rounded resistance to overthrow the wankers ruining this once great city, and the fate of London lies with you. And so, well, I mean, this is a sensitive topic. I guess that there's some very serious things going on in England, but I mean around the world. But as far as
this is the problem. But this is the problem, because this is right.
Because of Heather doing this.
Yes, and that's the problem, that people will, no, this is some sort of game, and they are saying nonsense. No, it is not. They are saying nonsense. It is right. And that's it. What is bothering me the most? It's like, what in the world? This is bad. This is not okay. Not at all. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they can how can I say it, they can destroy, because look at it from that way, right? Once I will be in their position, and I want to threat to someone, yeah, no, I mean, to kill someone? Nah. It is, in quotes, outdated. They will totally, and I mean totally, destroy another people's life. Do you know what I mean? They gain all kind of private data, and they will turn those people's lives upside down and totally disconnect them. They will have no choice. I mean, no possible of how can I say it? Finding the job. They will become homeless. Their children will have no how can I say it? No opportunity to get any, and I mean any sort of education, all kind of that stuff. This is much, and I mean much more how can I say it, like representative. Like, okay, do you really wanna resist us? No, kill some, just like that, be stupid and kill someone. Do you know what I mean? It's not that big deal. But hey, if you will resist us, look how those people end. Do you know what I mean? And this is it. This is it. What Watchdogs is pretty much. Do you know what I mean? Showing.
Yeah, well, I've been listening. I listen on occasion to Miles Johnston, and you remember Miles, and so he keeps everyone up to date with what's going on over there. And I guess they started pulling a bunch of kids out of Liverpool, in the Liverpool school system, without the permission of the parents. And I don't know.
Sorry, and this is, how can I say it? This problem, and it is not in the in quotes London case only.
Absolutely.
Give me a second, please. Okay. This problem, what is Watchdogs Legion showing, or this situation, if you want to call it that way, became not London case only. It is spreading, or it spread to all around the UK. But do you know what is the stuff? It is not UK, period, end of story. It is in the whole Commonwealth. That's the stuff.
Right. It's Canada, it's Australia.
Sorry, go ahead.
Canada, Australia, and
New Zealand. Yeah. So this is the stuff, and the situation is so bad that no one even dare to stand up what is for that, what is right. Do you know what I mean? No. So only the hacktivists, that means like group of hackers called DedSec, they start to actively resist for the, and technically stood up for what is right, actively resist the system. It's what in the world, because system is absolutely twisted.
So you're saying that who's imposing this? Is this the World Health Organization, or
No,
is
no, no, no,
this
no.
is
Once
Heather
again,
Shaw? This Shaw House?
all of those kind of different stuff, as I said, Albion, SIRS, what is technically MI5 and MI6 merged together. They are very long presence in I mean operational. Let's talk it that way. In UK, but it was very complicated and long-term process, and we as an organization, as ACIO, we were not 100% correct. Sorry, my bad. Sure, if we are correct or not, that show house is their ruler. That means they are in full control. I mean, the show house has them under full control, and bad news bears. They have. That's the problem.
You're saying the Shaw House is manipulating MI5, MI6?
No, once again, no, nothing like MI5 or MI6 is existing anymore. Officially, yes. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. But what is real deal? What is in charge? It's this crazy organization, SIRS.
Just for the people that are listening, so this is the MI5 is Secret Service, also known as Military Intelligence Section 5. United Kingdom's domestic counterintelligence and security agency is part of the intelligence machinery alongside the Secret Intelligence Service. It's kind of like our CIA or
yes, it's absolutely, yeah. And then you have MI6. Then you have MI6.
Yeah, and I'm not like, obviously I'm doing this because I think people need to understand what's being said.
Sorry, my
not
bad.
everyone knows. Not everyone. Some people do. They're going to say this is, simple, obvious, but all right, so this is another that I looked up, Secret Intelligence. I think it goes back to the same thing, MI6.
Yes.
Started in 1909, about 111 years ago. And United Kingdom Foreign Intelligence Service Agency for the UK's Domestic Intelligence Agency, CMI5 as well.
Yeah,
and,
but
not to be confused with the Australian Secret Intelligence Service or International Secret Intelligence Service. So that's another group, right? British intelligence agencies. BIA.
Yes, you are right, but once again, and that's the problem what I'm talking about. Signals or secret intelligence responsive service. So SIRS, it's the new one. What they are, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's like, what in the world?
Yeah, and I tried looking up SIRS and I don't see it. But if I say secret,
no, just SIRS, and then you will get just to the Watchdogs Legion. Once again, because they don't want to.
It's something else. It's another abbreviation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the acronym is not established by other than in
Of course,
Watchdogs.
because once again, they don't want to. It's crazy. It's what in the world? It's you know.
This logo right here, that logo looks like right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Why does that logo look very familiar to me? I've seen that.
Because it's how can I say it? Help me. Okay. Perfect definition of symmetry. Because if you can see it from both axes, like vertical and
Horizontal
and vertical, both of them, it will be perfect. Do you know what I mean? Perfect symmetry. Look at that.
Yeah, I want to take a look at
What are you doing?
A movie called Brightburn.
Okay.
See if I can open that up and see if I can get the logo. There it is. See?
Yeah, it is pretty much the same stuff. No. I mean, I don't want to
There's
say.
another part. There's another part, but it's similar, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I completely know what you are want to talk about. Yeah.
And this is about this child that, was dropped off because she couldn't have a child, and he's very gifted, has powers, telekinesis, and so forth, and can levitate. Is there a program? Because that's what he does, is he draws these designs. And it's supposed to be his name, his letters, B, and then the mirror of it is there. So
no, those mind control, but this is it. They believe, the designers of the program, that they will have them, I mean the subjects, under control, but then just like that, the whole thing, in quotes, twisted completely upside down, and then the subject started to take over the whole project. It's like the
yeah, I bet
that's yeah, and the consequences were very bad. Yep. So this is the stuff, and I was like, what in the world is that? It's not okay. And this is it. Yeah, we can see it, like both horizontal and vertical. You can see it.
Yeah.
You can use both axes and you will have perfect symmetry. Look at that.
So the kid in Brightburn, he ends up killing his parents. He's very antisocial. He's a hybrid of some sort, or some kind of ET that incarnates here in these projects. Do they have projects like that in this story in Watchdogs Legion?
No. But I just want to say that there is the stuff, the Sabine, right? Mm-hmm. That they are, I mean, the members of the dead sec, right? What is like death, like being dead, and sec can be like the abbreviation for second, or being the second. Do you know what I mean? Like first and second. But the stuff is, so maybe you can go for Google search and write dead sec. I don't know.
What is it that you want me to look up?
Dead sec.
How do you spell it? D.
No. D. Yeah. SEC. Yep. And it is it. Yeah, this is it, what I'm talking about. Exactly. And give me a second. Do you know what this? Please don't play it.
I'm trying to stop it. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And the stuff is that they want to defeat all kind of in quotes bad guys or main villains or whatever, right?
Yep.
And do you know what is crazy? There was in very intro and technically like you cannot win this mission because it was very first, very like intro-ish in the game. There was this group 0 day, what it absolutely wasn't the group or so. It was only one particular individual, and it was that how can I say, like chief or so, Sabine. And try to guess who is Sabine. Try to guess. It is Cipher!
Cipher, okay.
This is crazy, man.
Well, we haven't heard about Cipher for a while, so she's involved in this one. I'm not surprised. I could see her fitting in here.
This is crazy. This is so selfish, egoistic, egocentric maniac. You know, she's like, and now I am here. You know, what in the world? Jeez. No, why are you laughing? It's
Who's this protagonist, Marcus Holloway?
Just go for Sabine and you will see how she looks like.
Would she be over here?
No, I think you
there
need
it is.
to go
Yeah.
for... No, I don't think.
No, what happened there?
I don't know.
It brought in an ad. I went to click on it. There it is.
Because you will see how she looks like, yeah.
That's not Sabine, right?
No, I highly doubt so. I highly doubt so.
So I clicked on Sabine, right? You see that? I'm looking for where... Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't look like her, but...
Yeah. She likes to change appearance a lot. I mean, the looks, or I don't know, how can I say it? You know.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. And technically, from my point of view, I don't give a I don't care about the name, because technically I don't want to say I'm sure, but I'm almost sure that it's fake name. But at least I don't want to call I don't need to call her in quote Cipher. You know, it's
she's in the 6th division of the ACIO.
Yeah, of course. And once again, she's crazy about power, you know. She loves to be in the, how can I say it, like in the middle of attention, in the center of attention, and hurt people. Because she, how can I say it, she's that kind of evil entity. I mean, not she, but it or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. That it cannot live with in quotes itself. It needs to be. It is some sort of energetic vampire. It is that bad that it needs to be feeded with another's people's or whatever entity's energy. It's absolutely crazy. It's next level craziness. And she showed up in my surroundings. How can I say it? You know, like last time, and I was like, what? Because it was very similar, almost the same appearance. So it's as this, like, so it's like, okay, this is very similar. This is the same energy as Cipher had, but the appearance absolutely doesn't fit. And you know, I mean, like, it's entity, and once we are talking about entities, you know, we know that entities can incarnate in different bodies. It is not a big deal for them, but geez, man, this is big.
What is it? She's also associated with 0 Day. What is 0 Day?
This is it what I'm talking about. This is nonsense. This is not. This is in quotes organization. What is not organization, but you know, she faked it. Do you know what I mean?
It's a terrorist and hacker in direct competition with...
Yeah. This is it. Only she is technically like that. Sabine Brandt, but you know, it's like, I don't buy this name at all. Like Sabine Brandt, I don't think it is. I'm just thinking. Do you know what I'm talking about? That 0 Day, it's supposed to be, in quotes, organization, but it is not organization. It is only her, Sabine.
But she's kind of like she's counterculture, like she's against. She's not necessarily helping people, right?
Not necessarily. She was doing all kind of that stuff. I mean, bad stuff. And once again, it completely fits the, what is it? This from, in quotes, storyline, or I don't know, like context of existence, in quotes, if you want to talk it that way, about it that way, as it was in Fast and Furious movies, movie series. Once all people or most people believe that Cipher is organization, so highly organized net of people, and it is only one, the Cipher. Do you know what I mean? And now we know that it is Sabine Brandt, but I don't give a I will not watch my language. I don't give a shit. I don't believe that it's Sabine Brandt. It's the real name. I don't believe it. No.
She it says here that this attack leads to the rise of both the Albion and the Clan Kelly, along with the rise of corruption and oppression in London.
Once again, those were villains in organization, Albion and Clan Kelly. It's, you know, it's
okay. Let's take a look at Clan Kelly, because I don't know. Have you ever heard of Machine Gun Kelly? Is he connected to this?
No. Mary Kelly and Clan Kelly it's absolutely crazy. Like,
but he's not the rapper Machine Gun Kelly. Is he connected at all to this?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just saying that they believe that they are they are so powerful. Let's say it that way. That they fully reveal the truth entity and truth, how can I say it, ties and connection in the video game. And I want to say something. I know.
You know, but the people don't know. And I was wondering, he has come up before. Well, there he is holding a baseball, but yeah, he's a rapper.
No, I completely, I know, but give me a second. I'm just saying that the fact is that they believe, in quotes, themselves. They are so, you know, like, they so believe that, no, we know what we are doing and we are in charge. Do you know what I mean? That...
you see who's there? Megan Fox. There's Megan Fox with him.
Try to guess why.
Yeah. because she's part of Delphi, right?
Yep. Of course. That's this. Everything is circling together. Give me a second. And that's the stuff that they are so how can I say it, self-solid, that they made full reveal in this game, and they are relying on one stuff, that all of the people all around the world will not believe it, because it is video game in the first place, and not only like random video game, but some sort of, you know, fiction. It is some sort of like hacking and go all kind of that stuff. No, people will not believe that. Do you know what I'm talking about? It is crazy.
Well, what's going on? Hacking is getting to be in the forefront because of the Dominion program that was used for the elections.
No, give me a second. I know that you are right, but I'm just saying that they made such a stuff. It is absolutely crazy. And that means that they are only puppets, you know, of Showhouse. Showhouse is getting like hitting like a truck, or like a full loaded train in I don't know how many, how speed, I mean how many kilometers or miles per hour. Like, what in the world is that? This is serious.
This is why we're going through all of this like underworld kind of sketchy, the terrorist kind of activity. It's because of Heather Shaw taking over control.
And give me a second, and she's like that. You really do? You
in Cipher?
You give me a second. You captured me. Do you really believe that you won? Nah. And she's, you know, showing us middle finger because she has a twin, Julia, and they are ruling all kind of that stuff. And this is it, because this is there is a lot of symbology here, or in there. So
this is a Rishka gal.
Hey, please, sorry. I will shut my mouth, and you need to start to how can I say, describe or clear to our listeners what we are seeing, because I am absolutely no expert in this field, so I will mute my mic.
All right, so this is a Rishka Gel, which we said was connected to Heather Shaw and the entity that was moving through her. That's how she was able to get dominion. I'll use that word, even though it's not directly, but she wanted to have complete control of everything. And we were looking at that. This is the true picture of Arishka, or not true picture, but I think it's weird. She's got a mask on. But it's kind of like, you know, tries to make herself look attractive and has, you know, of course, these horns. It's probably more like a Baphomet type of character. But I want to mention this part right here, these tattoos that she has on her torso. And we're going to come over here. And, you know, Peter, you know, you're talking about Cipher, and we can go to okay, we'll go to the ACIO website and come down here, take a look at some of the alien activity. And then we'll scroll down to a picture of someone that has been acknowledged as an ET, and we're going to take a look at that person. And here it is. I don't think I can enlarge it, but this picture right here has the same tattoos, and clearly looks like Cipher as well. What do you think, Peter?
And not only those I don't know, like sightings or tattoos or whatever, but look at The face and skull structure. It's very. It is. How can I say it? Like suspiciously similar. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, these are artists. Well, the other one was an artist rendition, but you know, you can see that it's the same type of thing, same type of entity. And the tattooing, I'm not really sure what the tattooing actually indicates. Do you?
It's how can I say it? Some sort of ranking, uh, going, or how can I say, based on missions. Do you know what I mean? How many missions, if they were successful or not, or percentage. I mean, if it went well or not, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like this.
It's almost like the way some people would kill somebody and have like a notch for every person that they killed. Like in the old West, you know, they did that with leather, I think. You know, they put like a little notch in their belt. You know, you'd hear something like that. And, well, that's interesting because some people say that some of these are maps, you know, or locations.
Do you know what? Yeah, yeah. But this is it. This is
This
it.
one, she has a tattoo. You see that? And they said that that was actually like a map, but it's different than the one here. But that was on her arm when she was over in Area 51. So, but yeah, this goes all the way down the stomach. That was like that picture of Ereshkigal. And, you know, for those people that don't know, Ereshkigal is, it's interesting. There's a lot of like Asian art. They have Ishtar here, and so well, I don't even know. I don't necessarily think that's the way Ishtar looked either. And there is this weird owl, a white owl that they have. You have seen the white owl before, and you see that with Athena and all these others. But that other picture is probably reveals more about what Ereshkigal is. She is the goddess of Kur, or the land of the dead, or the underworld in ancient Sumerian. And she's said to rule Urkala alongside her husband Nergal, which they don't really have husband-wife in these scenarios. They kind of be with whoever they want to. And so the Lady of the Great Earth, I mean, I'm sure that she was perceived as someone powerful and someone not so powerful, or someone that's evil. So it depends on what perspective you want to look at her. But it sounds like the stuff that she's doing with you, Peter, is not very positive. But why they have the picture of Ishtar here doesn't make any sense. I guess they didn't have the right picture. Anyhow, what she does is she ends up killing her sister Ishtar, which was one of my incarnations, and then an angel comes and asks, it supports her. But I've had problems with Ereshkigal for a long time. This picture right here is probably, you know, showing the many different like faces of Ereshkigal, that she's taken on many different roles, which she does. And you see Hecate. This is a statue, but also, you know, kind of indicating it's this kind of type of goddess, but the type of goddess that, you know, requires children sacrifices or something kind of really bad. But anyhow, so I'm not surprised that you know, I'm here or involved with this whole thing, you know, that's happening with, where is it? Nope. I lost my place where I was. There we go. This is Sabine. So we're back at the same place, and yeah, so Ereshkigal is kind of behind this, and I say it's almost like she has many fingers or like she's an octopus with many arms, and so she has a presence in many different places in different time periods around the world. And probably, could look into it further, but I think the biggest question is her taking over of the planet under the name of Heather. And then
and the stuff is that, to be perfectly honest, I don't I will not be surprised if there will be do you really believe that once you captured both of us, you won? And you know what I mean, there will appear third or fourth or whatever. It's like,
yeah, she's got, like I said, there's a core of her somewhere, and then what we're able to see is like her many different aspects, but it's like an octopus with many arms. And so
yeah, so
you grabbed one of them and you locked that one away. It did get a little bit more calm.
yes, but it is the problem little bit for, do you know what I'm talking about, like for certain amount of time, and then it hit you even more and more, do you know what I mean, like with more and more power.
Yeah.
And this is the problem.
Yeah, there's a retaliation because another aspect of her just shows up.
Absolutely
Under a different name, right? This time, posing as Julia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it is with J, because it will be with J, like Yankee, right? It will be the Russian version, but this is Polish version, and it is Julia. I mean, how should we read it in English? That's it, pretty much.
Okay, all right. All right, so can we talk about what's going on in Shaw House? In the Shaw House, are they still pulling people in to my labs? And
yeah, of course they are. That's the problem.
What are they doing with these people? Are they then kind of getting them mind controlled and then encouraging them to be into like this terrorism, or to do some of these really aggressive behaviors like Antifa or something like that?
Yeah, you are right. And as once again, it's like, what in the world? This is not absolute nonsense that they make full, I don't want to say disclosure, I don't know how can I call it, like full revelation in this game. They injected people with femtides. I was like, what in the world? And then a lot, and I mean a lot of people all around the world, they have very weird object in their brains, and their brain, those objects, they were identified as an optic, but not with C as a Carl, but K as I don't know, like JFK. Do you know what I mean, like Kennedy? And it was exactly like in the game. What in the world? This is absolute crazy. I mean, K on the very end of the word. Man, this optic is pretty much the chip in the brain. What in the world? This is crazy.
So they're chipping everybody.
But this is the problem. Not just like that. They were making it very systematic, and it was long lasting, and very, how can I say, highly sophisticated process. What in the world? And of course it wasn't, and what was ACIO doing? Do you know what? They created their own wormhole. their own wormhole, and they can download anything from any other context of existence. And this is it. Not because of occultism and, do you know what I mean, like religious stuff, but because of what you will see once you will see through some sort of playthrough or walkthrough. So and other people playing this Watchdogs Legion game, or once you will what you will experience once you will play it. So they are relying on the latest, the most modern IT stuff, and try to guess quantum computers, and they are, how can I say it, grounding it and make it stable with respectively via, or if you want to say it, thanks to the zero quantum field. This is crazy. This is the stuff we as ACIO, we as a organization never ever encountered. This is crazy. This is, and I will not watch my language. This is next level shit. This is like, what in the world they make?
But that explains why it feels like there's so many different timelines at once. I saw like within one timeline there are multiple timelines. So this is because of this portal.
Yeah, no, not portal. Wormhole.
Wormhole.
It is in quotes portal of portals. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's what exactly it looked like. I was working with someone and I saw it was a timeline, and within that timeline they had multiple timelines.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. All right, so that explains that problem. All right, so what's the outcome?
I'm just saying that we in ACIO, I don't want to say it is failure, but we never ever believed that something like that will be possible. No, and we were like, what? You know, because this is not, you cannot create wormhole. Fine, it is not a big deal. We know how we can do this, but they created, how can I say it, a self-sufficient wormhole. That means, like, in quotes, perpetuum mobile wormhole. Do you know what I mean? You don't need any, the wormhole itself doesn't need any energy or any other, how can I say it, outer elements to maintain. It is crazy. This is next level shit, and I definitely will not watch my language.
Well, that's because they have someone like Cipher who knows a lot and has gone to the dark side.
Absolutely.
But Ereshkigal doesn't have any conscience. So you have two of them that, or who knows how many others are there.
Yes, and once they joined each other, bad news bears for normal people.
Right. So what's the outcome here, Peter? What happens, or is it something that we need to try to correct, or what do we do to get through this? Because they're essentially continuing to lock down nations. There's still instability about leadership around the world. A lot of people.
And it is not only, sorry for interrupting you, and it is definitely not only in US. It is pretty much, the riots and people being not satisfied with the governments or with system overall in the particular countries. It's not only US problem. It is like, how can I say it, the wave of raising people against, not only against the governments, against the system. It's like a wave all over the world, and this is it. This is it. From my point of view, I mean, I don't want to say it will be, because once I will say, I will fake it, not because I'm saying nonsenses, but I am saying I will fake because I am not sure, and of course we as organization we are not sure, right? There is possibility, or let's say at least a little hope, in connecting or within connecting to proto consciousness. And this proto consciousness, I mean, the how can I say it? The proto consciousness is what we are talking about, and the content, okay? So yeah, this is it what I'm talking about.
It's everywhere, and there's
yes,
another
but
picture.
I'm saying it is like that. It is like that. It's crazy.
Well, check this out right here. That's in Abu Dhabi.
I'm just saying that we are not talking about some fake ish nonsense info. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, I completely believe you.
And this was on like an Asian site.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but back to the topic. So the stuff is that the proto consciousness is the how it is. How can I say it? It is stored. So the way, and now we are here. The Akashic records is, how can I say it, what we are talking about. That means the content, if you want to call it that way. The problem is it's not so easy to access. The stuff is that you need to meditate in the first place, and you need to be goddamn good at meditation. Do you know what I'm talking about? And the easiest and the safest way how to access the whole thing is to go through all kind of levels of subconscious to the limbo, and from limbo to the proto consciousness, or very first consciousness, or something like that, and from then reach for Akashic records. That's it. But you know, it is like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, that's it. But that's the problem, that it's kind of touchy stuff. To be perfectly honest, I think that even people, they don't know pretty much, I don't want to say pretty much nothing, but they know very little about IT, computers, and or so. It's like, okay, you can go on the dark web, on the darknet, sorry, but it's at your own risk. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Only there will be only one difference. I mean, the main difference. Then on darknet, it's really in quotes dark. That means bad stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Very dangerous stuff, because then they can track you and all that stuff too.
Yeah, and of course it's for how can I say it? Money laundering, human trafficking, weapons and drugs. You know, contracts. I mean, worldwide contracts and all kind of that stuff. But from this point of view, Akashic records or proto-consciousness, because they are stored, organized in proto-consciousness, it is like, you know, double-sworded, double, uh, um, it's like this double-bladed sword, sorry.
Yeah.
Because, you know, once you are not ready for what you will see or hear or maybe experience, because it can be very some sort of like vivid lucid dreams. Practically you will be like drag in certain scene or whatever. It can be very dangerous for you. And I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, for I'm talking to our listeners. So it's like, if I am, um, if I am, uh, if I am recommending this, I mean this. That means going to proto consciousness to
To
get
meditation, yeah, to deep
to meditate
meditation.
to meditate and to dig deep into Akashic records. If I am recommending this, for this purpose, for this good purpose, yes, do it. But you know, it is, once again, it is for you at your own risk. That's the stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's the stuff. It is always the risk. You need to, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you need to be, how can I say it, acknowledged at this, about this risk.
Well, when you go into meditation, you open up, and then you also can open up to the astral, which is both good and bad. And
Yep.
you can also be lied to and hijacked. So there's a wisdom that has to go along with it if you begin to communicate.
Absolutely, you are goddamn right.
Yeah. So
Practically, once you are meditating, maybe you will disagree with me, but from my point of view, once you are meditating, and I mean deep meditation, it is like pretty much okay. It will be just sort of fun, and you will open the Ouija board, and you know what I mean, like play. No, it's, you need to be goddamn super cautious. Do you know what I'm talking about?
it's mindfulness is mostly, some people do mantras, some people listen to Tibetan bowls, some people just do it in quietness, and some people do visualization and retrieve their past lives. And some people use it for intentions, for like positive intentions. But remember, this is a space where everything is, if whatever you're putting out in there, it can come back to you in a negative way. So you always want to
Yes,
keep it positive.
yes. Yes,
So
you are absolutely right. Yeah, you are right, and that's the problem, because once again, people, all of you will possibly hear this. I am attempting to you. This is the right time. You need to, how can I say, to contribute to. If you don't want to meditate, okay. If you don't believe it, or if you, I don't know, like, if you don't believe in meditation, fine. If you are a believer, I don't know, like Jewish, Christian or Muslim believer, okay, fine, then pray. Or if you are not both of this, fine, then do anything good to, I don't know, to your family members, to you, I don't know, like your old, for example, neighbors, also. everything, if you can or if you want, then make some volunteering, do it. All of those stuff create one thing, positive energy, and that's it. What counts right now, because we are at the state of the war. It was in this trailer for this year's Call of Duty, and this is it. We are at the state of the world of the war with what? Evil what? Energies? Bad energies? I don't know how can I bad entities or whatever. It's you know. It's like for believers, they are demons, or even not demons, but it's like I don't know, Satan, devil or so, like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different definitions of
because I want to ask, like once the polytheistic polytheistic religions, they've got in quotes bad gods, like being bad technically from, I don't know, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim religion. They should be considered as a demon. Am I right? I think they should be a demon. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like that.
Yeah, that's a terminology that you use, but you recognize that there are certain beings that are very dark.
Yeah, I know. And that's the problem. And that's the problem, because it is not that I am talking about, I don't know, like those like Buddhist, Hinduist, all kind of that stuff. No, that I mean only about that. I'm talking about all kind of that stuff. Once again, all kind of that stuff. It's absolutely no matter if you are, I don't know, Hebrew, if you are Christian, if you are Muslim. It doesn't matter. That's it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and we all share the same planet. It's like being in the same house. And
yes, absolutely. And try to guess that you are living, all of you people who are listening to this, are living in one house under one roof, and there are intruders they want to destroy. They want to our house. Technically, I don't know, like set it on fire, or they want to, I don't know, some, like open a dam, and there will be heavy flood. I mean, huge flood. Do you know what I mean? Like flood. How can I say it correctly? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a huge water level or so. And it is it. It's like, that's a problem. What in the world? It's like, no, this is a big no-no. So that's the problem. I mean, just forget about those, how can I say it, like between tensions, and also, and try to consider, no, we should fight together against real deal problems. That's the problem. Because
if we don't, then
because they sorry, I need to finish this, because this is that what they are relying to. I mean, they not only show house, but most of their in quotes allies. I'm talking about like all kind of, how can I say it, those elite groups, like, as you said, Wetton, and then like Bilderbergs, Illuminati, Zionist Lionists, P2 Rotarians, yeah, Rome Club. I mean the Club of Rome. Yeah, it's what in the world? It's bad, and that's it. We don't want to be ruled by someone. You know, we don't.
Right. No. And we want to be able to have our expressions and also to be understood. And so, people being able to communicate on a level without going to that place of needing to destroy one another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so what we don't realize is that we're this off-world attack, or this other group that's not necessarily looking out or cares about humanity, is playing and wreaking havoc on. I don't know if they see themselves as malicious. I think they just are having fun with
But I mean,
right.
ask me, how the heck is that possible? That I don't want to say sorry. I don't want to offend our listeners, but I mean, certain people, they were in charge, and of course it is fading away, sorry, because all of this is residual, only residual effects they are, sorry, even or respectively, despite it looks like, no, this is nonsense, it is even getting even worse and worse. Once again, it is, because once you are more and more, you are closer and closer to the end of the fight, it is getting, or it will be always getting more and more harder. Do you know what I mean? It's natural order, at least from my point of view. And the stuff is that those elites, they were in charge and they were human. How the heck is it possible that they don't, that they were not, that they don't, how can I say it, see or saw, sorry, that they, I mean, sorry, I need, because I'm talk always using the term they, that mm, those ETs, so extraterrestrial species, they uh, saw us from their point of view. We were for them less than for us humans, are, I don't know, ants or some sort of other insect. What in the world? It is, it is absolute crazy, man. It's
I do believe, though, that we have much more power than we recognize, and to try to hit them head on, like in a battle, in a war, like with guns or something like that, would not be effective, because they
no.
have much more advanced, technology than we could ever imagine. But I think our psychic ability, our inner prayer and
Absolutely.
inner meditation is phenomenally powerful.
This is the most powerful weapon you possibly can create. This is
Yes.
it. You don't need to create any sort of weapon. Nah, it's nonsense. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, using our intention and also using our words and speaking out, and being directed. If you have your connection to your higher self, then you'll know when it's okay to talk about something, when it's not okay, and you'll be more sensitive to that for so you don't get shut down, so you don't get pulled out of a
Yeah,
situation.
and sorry, I forget about something, and it is very important. If you encountered, if you, how can I say it, like was through some very bad stuff, so technically very bad stuff happened, and your, I don't want to say enemy, or I don't know, certain, let's say, people, then they don't like you, right? And they did some actions, they took some actions, and it makes your life very, very difficult. And I am not, once again, I am not talking from, I don't know, like from Christian side or from um, Hebrew side or from Islamic side. No, I am saying that now, not doing, of course, doing it will be bad, but crazy bad, but even thinking about revenge, it will create so many negative energy. What is what? Which is what? Exact opposite way, exact opposite stuff what we want. No, don't even think about revenge, because it will create endless circle, endless circle. No, and it will be like an avalanche. Do you know what I mean? It will gain more power, more speed, everything like that. It will, and in the end of the day, it will hit you like a train, like a truck. It's no, it will be all wrong. This is it.
Yeah,
Because
transcend. This is the direction to the fifth dimension as well.
absolutely, or the fifth dimension, or density, fifth array density, or density of fifth array, because many people, they're like, no, this is density of fifth array, and this is another problem, that we are talking about same thing, and we can use, I don't know, 2, 3, or even 4 uh, different terms, but for the one same thing, and that's the stuff. I'm just saying. So this is the stuff. This is the stuff. Sorry, I don't want to get too deep into this, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean it's like I've been talking about this from day one, and 99% of my, well, I would say maybe 85 to 90% of my information has come through meditation. And
And that's the reason why they are so accurate, just by the way.
yeah, yeah, and it wasn't like I've had visions and I had a lot of problems when I was younger, and when I started to meditate, that's when things really changed for me, and I had a clearer view of what's going on. And I think at this time we really need a lot more of those that are tuning into their spirituality and to become more awakened. So I think this is really good, Peter, because we never really talk about this, because I never like to leave everyone in a place of hopelessness, because I don't believe in that. That's not in my belief system.
No, of course it is not.
And that's not why we're talking about it, to scare people or anything like that, but actually to bring forward the information so that we know how to direct our intentions.
And just by the way, the reality we are merging with, there is a lot of hope, just by the way. Because,
right.
for example, those, how can I say, now the main part of problem, what I think, in, how can I say it, spiritual life, is that the most churches, in all kind of different religions, it's like many people say that, no, I don't believe in church, I've got my own belief. Do you know what I'm talking about? And in their reality, this is in quote, or this was in quote, cleaned up. The church, and it is not only Christian church, I don't know, like Jewish church or Islam church. Do you know what I mean? Everything was in quote. Yes, Hebrew church. Yeah, sorry. Technically, everything was in quote cleaned up. So it wasn't only like you need to buy your own, Torah or Talmud or Bible or Quran, and if you want in quotes, to know the real deal truth in quotes, then I will read it myself. Do you know what I mean? No, in their reality, they cleared it from. Do you know what I'm talking about? People, they were not honest. Do you know what I'm talking about? And that's the stuff that they were. They became really religious in good way, because it was like, how can I say it? The spiritual frame. They call it spiritual way or slash spiritual frame of life. And that's the stuff. They didn't dictate. That means, no, you should, I don't know, believe Christian. You should be, another group of people should be Hebrew, another Islamic. Do you know what I mean? Another, I don't know, Buddhist or whatever, Hinduist. No, they just gave them freedom. Do you know what I mean? This the stuff. It's like, it's perfect. It's perfect in their reality. And that's the reason why so many, how can I say it, the scandals and all kind of that stuff. Like, no, it is that bad in all kind of churches, but it is it. That is it. It was bad. That means we need to get through this cleaning process. Do you know what I'm talking about? And it is painful. It is painful. Of course it is painful. It is. It is painful. But without, this, how can I say it, this, in quotes, shortest path, no pain, no gain. It is like that, because once something was terribly wrong for so long time, and you really want to you want to clean it, but not like, it will be pretty much the same. We will done it in quotes. Nah, not a big deal. Do you know what I'm talking about? No, once they want to clear it, really, it will be bad. But in the end of the road, the outcome will be the best. Do you know what I mean? It is like that. It is like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should, or did we showed some sort of Islamic images or so? Because I think that.
Yeah, I covered that.
Okay, sorry, because
we covered there was Sufism, there's Muslim, there's Hebrew, Christian, there's the Shivism.
I was just asking
Buddhism.
Because, and that's the stuff. People will get through this, how can I say it, the general public, they will go through this like, what? We've got a freedom. We don't have any rulers because we don't need them anymore, and that's it. There will be, how can I say it, I mean, maybe people sorry, they are listening, our regular, maybe not so regular audience, they are like, insider, are you okay? But this is it,
This is I agree 100%.
Yeah. It will be, once every single individual will get to this, like, it will be like that. Rulers? What? I don't need them. But this will be first step. But second step, okay, I can do whatever I want, but this is it. With freedom, it come another stuff. Responsibility. So no, of course, you can do whatever you want, but not make another problems. Do you know what I mean? I mean problems for another people or for the community, for neighborhoods. Do you know what I mean? For that's it. And just by the way, that will be another stuff. What will people will realize it? How can I say it? How to handle the whole in quotes freedom-ish problem, because now from this point of view it looks like a tremendous problem, like solution less problem, like okay, but where the hell is this limit? Do you know what I mean? Like okay, this is my freedom, and where the where in the world my freedom ends and then others people or another individual freedom starts. Do you know what I mean? And once we I mean both of our realities will match together, will join together, all of those things, no, there will be long gone. There will be no such a problem like that. But once again, no pain, no gain. That will be not so easy. You know, once it will be that easy, there will be no true cleaning process. Do you know what I mean? Sorry,
Right.
I talk too much. Sorry.
No, it's good. I think it's really important. All of this stuff is very important, and that we, acknowledge that, there's the depth about us that a lot of people haven't even explored. They're looking at everything on the outside and trying to sort it out, and it makes a lot more sense, and it feels less threatening as you go inside and recognize that you're eternal, that you have a connection to the God source, and that you've always had that connection, and so there's nothing that can separate you from that.
Yes, you are right, because the elites they know that their end is near, and that there is the stuff they are, because of that they are very nervous, and they are making mistakes. Do you know what I mean? And it's very it's much more obvious that something is terribly wrong here. That's the stuff.
Well, I think, yeah, and I think that, well, for many years we spent our time, looking up to these powers, celebrities, and so forth, and admiring them on levels that we shouldn't had, and we never really looked inside of ourselves. And so that's where, they gained power, and they still want that attention because they pull that energy from us.
Yes, because it was like, how can I say it? Spamming, and especially mainstream media, spamming mainstream media with their own nonsenses, and especially yes, because yeah, we've got internet, we will do this and that. And once someone believe, of course, false or fake belief, that the internet itself is bad, then it was, you do know what I mean, like evil within evil, some sort of like next level stuff. They created social media, social networks, and that's it. How many, like total bullshit, and once again I will not watch my language, they started to spread. I mean, not only whistleblowing, not only someone, I don't know, once someone want to help via meditation or so, but all kind of good stuff. I don't know, for example, like what DIA, so you do you know what I mean, like do it yourself, or stuff about like travel vlogs, or I don't know, like food vlogs, or how can you, I don't know, manufacture, that means like recycle something you just randomly found on the garbage, you know. Do you know what I'm talking about, on the waste stuff? And that's it. What can you be technically creative? Because it doesn't matter once someone get it to the dumpster, and you can use it for another stuff, and that's it. It is creative energy. Maybe people will think, insider got completely crazy, but it is it. Even once you get something, and you will make it, you will give it another purpose, and it will make it, and you will make it useful. This is it. This is positive energy. Even the tiniest little thing, it can create positive energy. So not good stuff, not interesting stuff. No, people are sharing, or how can I say it, like following. What are the most following channels on all kind of social media? Try to guess. Naked or half naked pictures, and I don't know, the makeup stuff and whatever, and I was like, what? Always, all the time. Once I am so absolutely useless crap. Once I will really watch my language. Useless crap. I'm like, what? You know, it's like, ah. And of course, in quotes, what is cool, what is in, what is trendy, what? Do you know what I mean? Absolute nonsense. No, we don't need that.
I mean, it's.
Sorry.
I think that the influencers kind of took over the celebrities. It's kind of another. We still haven't stepped away from some of that type of celebrity following, and we.
Sorry. Yes. Influencers. My bad. That's it. But I mean, I want to ask, what do you think? Celebrities, yes, they are false ideals, whatever. I don't want to say it is good. Of course it is bad. But I want to ask you, what the heck is with influencers? How is it possible that they are so popular? They appeared out of nowhere. Just because of internet, just because of social media. You need to explain this to me, because I am total stupid. I'm idiot here. What? You need to say me.
I mean, I think it's the same energies that, they're trying to capture people wherever they can to get the energy that they need to pull from the people, and keep the people from becoming awake, or have them watch them and then follow them in some kind of weird hypnosis. So instead they awaken to who they are, and a lot of this stuff will go away, because the influencers won't be spending as much time as they do to get attention if people are more awakened, and everyone will start going into who they are and not looking at others so much.
Yeah, you are right. It's so crazy how people can be, and of course, and I don't know how the heck is that possible. At least I believe that people are not so primitive, that in quotes everything is in quotes over sexualized. Technically, all kind of that at least half naked bodies are all over the place in commercials, all kind of that stuff, and especially internet. And it is not about, I don't know, like porn sites or these scamming sites where people, women are showing themselves in which way, like naked or whatever, in lingerie. But how is that possible that sorry, they showed, I mean, they relied that, oh sorry, relied on that, they, I mean the negative, the bad groups. I mean, are we so primitive? I mean, we as a race, as a mankind? No, I don't believe so. I don't buy that. Or are we? See me, see me. I mean,
I'd like to think that we're not. You know, I think we've been trained to look at certain things, to be fascinated by certain things, and then with people are trying to tell us what perfection is, and then trying to measure it against ourselves, which right there is wrong because everyone's an individual, and there isn't one type of person. We're not all robots.
I completely agree. I completely agree.
And so I think it's mind training of what is attractive, what isn't attractive.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
And I've had people that, you know, have missed their soulmate because they were looking for some other ideal that they've been told what is ideal, or that they need to impress somebody.
Can you make it more clear? What do you mean? Ideal? You mean like
perfect person?
What?
What they think is a perfect person, and they are missing out on the companionship that they would completely enjoy if they can get away from the program of what the elite have taught them of what is your romance is supposed to look like, you know, and how to impress others by, you know, this presentation. I think anyone that is healthy and takes care of themselves and has a good and cares about others is very attractive.
I know.
Right? And so you're looking for the beauty on the inside, and then, you know, some people are not healthy because of trauma and other things they've been through. But if that can always be corrected, you can always start taking care of yourself.
I completely agree with you. Once again.
Yeah. So I always say you follow love, follow something that is in harmony with what's going on, and someone that at the end of the day you could talk to very honestly and not feel judged or not feel questioned. Yes. Feel like they're in the same mindset and have the same interests, and that's the deeper part of the experience, and that's not just in romance, but that's in friendships and also the groups that you're gathering in. If you find that you have to alter your personality in any way to gain approval, then you're probably in the wrong group.
Then in that case, in that situation, you are surrounding yourself with the wrong group of people. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, 100%. And that's the stuff. I mean, because many people will be maybe, how can I say it, like they will be like confused. Okay, and how the heck all of this like what is like more than a half hour of talking has connection. What is the connection between this and show house? Very easy. The connection is very easy, because those are fake beliefs. They programmed most of population, being selfish, being egoistic, being ignorant, being maniac. So absolutely opposite of being true believer. Yeah. So absolutely opposite, as you said, be surrounded with kind and good people, all kind of that stuff. Yeah, you are right. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and I do try to make this environment here open for people, and you know, people may have different views and belief systems, there are, you know, I don't know, we were talking about censoring, and someone had accused me of censoring, and we really don't take, you know, anything out unless people go way off track and it's just, you know, it's not even applicable, or links that just I feel are not in the right place. But I mean, aside from that, there are people that don't necessarily agree with us, and that's their choice. That's fine. I don't approve of wrong information, or what I perceive as non-truths.
Yes, to be perfectly honest, it's fine to have different opinion, because it will be not boring, it will be wrong if everyone in the world will have same opinion. It will be boring. Yeah, it's I completely yes.
Yeah. But we also don't want to spread lies or untruths, you know, like there's information about the ACIO, and we, you know, if it's not accurate, then we'll say that's not accurate. You know, I mean, there are people that were saying that, you know, they're part of the Anunnaki and blah, 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 and going on and on. And, you know, that kind of stuff, yes. And you know, may say, well, do we censor that? Yeah, we'll pull that out because it's not correct, or we'll make a comment about it and try to bring clarity.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Yeah. You are right. Yes.
Yeah, so that, you know, for that, that's why, you know, we do try to be welcoming, and if someone thinks that we're not welcoming, then you know, it wasn't intended that way, or there can be misunderstandings. But
yes.
You know, I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect, but we are trying to present information that's difficult for people to hear at times, so we try to be open. And
yes.
You know, over time it's becoming easier, right, Peter?
No, I completely agree with you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are right. Absolutely.
So I think with that said, I think, you know, we covered the topic very well, and helping
people
understand.
Do you know what actually? I was about to say the same stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, for real. This is interesting, because I was about to say absolutely the same stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I guess that's it. We're gonna say thank you, Peter, for joining us today.
Thank you once again. Thank you very much for opportunity, for giving me another opportunity to be here, to appear on your channel, and I'm looking forward for next time. Bye.
And thank you to all of our listeners. Continue to listen. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. And at some point we'll get to a Q&A. And don't forget, we have the radio station going, Andrada Talks Radio, live, well, not live, but always running 24/7. So those late hours where you can't fall asleep, or you have some things on your mind, there's always a show going. And also check out the ACIO organization. We'll have all the links, and you can learn more about what's going on with the ACIO. And we'll try to bring in some updates and news on the front page on occasion when it applies. Thanks so much, and have a good day, everyone.
You have been listening to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Ariel Morocco. Join us on YouTube channel, Jessica Ariel Morocco, and visit www.peter-insider.com and www.readingsbyariel.com. Remember to post your questions in the comment section below the video. We look forward to hearing from you.